Long ago in the year of 2019, Genshin Impact was a game that was still majorly under development, and to give the closed beta players a better idea of what would eventually be coming to the game, there were these posts known as Paimon's sharing sessions. Formatted in the style of a Q&A directly with Paimon herself, she would tell us whether commonly asked for features were definitely on the way, in development, or not happening. Some things like map pins have been in the game since launch, while features like fishing are just about to be added. So I figured let's take a trip back to the past and see what confirmed features have not yet come to the game in over 2 years. In Paimon's sharing session number 2, one question asks about co-op chess/card minigames. The response was that it was already being planned. Now I know that this one might be copium because we already have Theater Mechanicus, which in the game's lore is a tabletop game, but when I think of chess or cards, I think of a versus type strategy game and not a tower defense. Having a card game inside of another game isn't exactly a new idea, like for example with Gwent in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Some kind of competitive game would easily fit into the game's lore, and could also finally allow us to properly 1v1 our friends in Genshin. In sharing session number 3, it is said that in the future, travelers and Paimon will become closer and have more interactions, possibly being able to grab or hug her. Currently, the only thing that Paimon does outside of cutscenes and dialogue is pop up when you open the menu. Considering that she is canonically the only one that is actually traveling with us, I do think this would be a neat addition. I'm assuming it'll probably happen when Paimon is eventually added to the Serena Teapot, which was confirmed in a more recent developer letter. In number 8, the topic of the Dendro Element is brought up. Though I'm sure this was obvious to begin with, we will be getting more elemental reactions when a playable Dendro character is released. The question suggests a poisoning effect and a merge reaction with Hydro, but it is user submitted, so that's probably not what it'll actually end up being. Though we don't have a precise date of when it will be added, it can't be too far off since Sumeru is the next region to be released after Inazuma. And on a personal side note, I do hope that maybe one day Anemo and Geo will have some type of reaction with each other, cause why not? In number 9, even when cats and dogs were only just recently added to the game, people were already asking for them to be pettable. There are certain instances where you can feed them, but we are still unable to properly pet them. If I had to guess, I would say that it's taking so long because animals and characters come in a variety of sizes, so a petting animation might require some very fine tuning to actually look good. It was pretty interesting to look back at these Q&As and see things that were eventually added, despite them not even being promised at the time. Some other suggestions that got rejected were also pretty cool, but it's understandable why they might not have fit into the game. But whether the 4 things I discussed in this video are added soon or not, the future of Genshin is definitely still looking very bright. I hope you found this quick video to be interesting, and as always, thank you for watching.